It's your boy, Mr. Milchick, Seth Milchick to you. Got my little tag real quick. Nah, I'm messing with you. It's Halloween. We just gonna talk about the crypto market real quick. I'm dressed up as Milchick. You guys see my wife to know like the whole situation. I didn't want to cut my hair and really sell out this year, so just want to pop on here real quick on Halloween and just talk about the market. It's been a minute since I've actually talked about the actual market. And if you haven't already, subscribe, hit the like button. If you're on Twitter, like whatever, hit us up. Shout out to all the homies and all the people that have been tapping in and sharing and all that. Shout out to C-Wall, he always shares. Shout out to the Hoop Narrative, they always be sharing. Rome, all my folks on X, and then all the folks on YouTube that always be tapping in. Thank you, Eddie. Whoever else has hit up brick by brick, man. We really appreciate y'all. So I'm just gonna talk real quick about the market, and then get up out of here because I got a bunch of stuff to do. And it's real bearish right now. Like let's go ahead and just get up into it. Let's go up and get up into it. Let's go up and get up into it. So you're gonna have a lot of bearish news right now, man. Like I'm not even up front. It's not feeling good right now. Let me see if the dude is laughing at me real quick in the chat. Let me see if nah. So anyway, Bitcoin is set for the first red month in red October. Sorry, red October in 7 years. What will November bring? So this article basically speaks to Bitcoin getting the first year in red, man, which is kind of crazy actually, to be honest with you. Let's take a look at the history. So Bitcoin history, you can see here, October typically actually has been one of the best months it ever has had. You can relate. You can say that's because of the government shutdown. We just had a rate cut, and that didn't even pump the markets. So that's crazy right now. We had the biggest liquidation in history on I think October 11th, which was a Friday. I think a couple Fridays ago. So I mean, you had that shook a lot of people's confidence in the market. But this is kind of crazy. I mean, we haven't had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is the first red October in 6 years for Bitcoin. And then they're not, the red years haven't been big, and you almost can't count like 2014 because this is just a different macro environment. But the fact that we have just had the first red October in a while makes me really bullish for November and December. That's just me. I'm always bullish though. I'm just bullish in general. I'm long-term bullish. November could be good. December could be good. We just don't know. We've never had this situation in terms of this setup before. But the fact that we just had a red October is actually pretty interesting. So that's that. Let's talk. Let's just look at the market real quick so you can see what we're talking about. Oops. I get it. Let me put this back up here. Hold on just a minute. I got you. Let's look at the market, see what's going on. Tau's pumping today. Tau's been on a tear, man. So on this channel, we talked about Tau. Man, that was back in October. I told y'all when I was let's go to the top. When I was rotating, I told y'all when I was rotating, I rotated actually a part of my Solana position, and I sold some Solana, sold some off, and then I bought that with Tau, and then I took all my gaming positions because gaming's been kind of lagging, and I took all my gaming positions and I rotated those into Tau because my thinking was I wanted an AI play. I didn't have a solid, sizable AI play. And I'm using AI every day. I use AI to even do this podcast. I use AI every day in my life, and it's probably got the biggest use case outside of finance in crypto. And, gaming does too. But like AI, everybody knows. I could walk down the street and somebody that's just on the street, I could say, "Do you know what AI is?" And they probably know what it is. And so and that's what I've been on. And I'm going to continue to say this. For AI category to be, let's see, where's it at? AI and big data. For AI category to only be 26 billion compared to, You know, like let's see what the biggest in terms of it's not even. I mean, AI is super undervalued, man. It's only 26. Look how far down I'm going for the AI category right here. AI and big data, $26 billion market cap. I just feel like, and I know there's AI infused and all these other things up here, but in terms of just that's the actual category, bruh, like that's nothing. Like compared to what else you just saw, what else is out there. So BitTensor being the top one, and that's what I've been talking about at 250, at a $2 billion market cap back in April, and now it is at a 4.8. So it's done, you know, it's done about a two something X. It's nowhere near done. But man, check this shit out though. Like, bro, this is crazy. It's crazy to me even just looking at this. $26 billion market cap, and it's way down here. Did it just reset? Yeah, it did, I think. But it's right here at number 6 on the thing because of the volume. Probably, maybe. I don't know. Even the volume is not that much. 5 billion in volume. Like, bruh, AI has not even taken off in crypto, not even close. It is massively undervalued in my opinion. BitTensor is massively undervalued in my opinion. I believe what Nvidia just hit 5 trillion, I believe, market cap. So I just feel like there's a big opportunity here, and I don't. And this is, you know, in terms of the AI sector, I'm probably gonna stick with BitTensor for me. I know people that have big near bags. ICP is a good project. Render's a great project. Virtuals has been on fire recently. You can see this 46% in the last 7 days. Injective's a good one. The Graph, I remember Graph at 1 cent last run. I remember that actually was under 1 cent, I believe. You know, so Akash Network, Akash, AIs. There's good projects in here that are gonna run for sure. I think Turbo as a meme is gonna run. ZigChain gets. Alex Becker talks about that a lot. Meta was working with Oasis back the last run. I don't know. I haven't checked in on that project in a long time. AIX bot is gonna run probably. Already has. You know, like so. I mean, there's just actually shit. It's up. I'm not even looking at the numbers. I'm just looking at the yeah. This is up 20% in the last 7 days. So I mean, Veracity's. You know, Veracity's kind of lost some steam. I think they've had some controversy with the tokenomics and what's going on there. But Destra is one that Alex always talks about. Becker always talks about that. So you know, there's tons of plays in here. I don't personally go down that rabbit hole. I know about them. Like you just heard me. I can talk about them. I can speak to them. But I'm only gonna size in on a sure bet for me personally. I don't want to be. I have a couple degenerate plays. I'll give you one of them. One of mine that I have right now is AOX. I don't even think it has a AOX on base. It's basically an AI agent, and Jesse, the founder, he basically uses this. He has an AI agent for and AOX is the creator of that AI agent for Jesse Pollock, the founder of Base. So basically, this project he's been working side by side with this project, and it's only at a $3 million market cap, $3.6 million market cap. I don't know where it goes. It's super degenerate play, but I mean, Jesse Pollock has an AI agent. It's literally working right now. It's the only one they have out right now, but I think it's going to be integrated into the Base app, and I think that there's going to be something with it to help developers. Basically, it's a 24-hour bot that will help creators. Basically, so if it's like having Jesse Pollock at your disposal. So that's what AI agents are. They go and do tasks for you. So anyway, I really like this chart. Oops. If I'm a chart person and I'm looking at charts, God damn it, where'd that go? I definitely like this AOX chart. I think it's a really strong project. I bought somewhere, it came up here. I didn't get all-time high, but I bought coming down. I DCA'd down in here, and then it ran back up, And then I started, no, it ran back up. I DCA'd here, it ran back up, and then I started DCAing again because I was like, oh, wow, if it retests that again, it's taking off. So then I DCA'd back down here, DCA'd, and then I just stopped kind of around here. And then down here, I was like, man, should I buy more? And I'm chilling. I chilled out, and so now I've just been riding the choppy waves, man. And this thing looks like it wants to definitely explode. I definitely think it's going to retest its all-time highs, and I think it's going to blast right through that. Personally, I think it's going to be timed with the base app release and tokenomics and all that stuff. We'll get to Coinbase in just a minute. Let's see, what else do we have? Oh, fear and greed. So this is something I wanted to talk about too. Like the market, man, the market is crazy right now. The market is not, it doesn't feel good. And that's when you should be buying. So if there's a lot of influencers right now that are flip flopping. They're all over the place. I'm long term. I'm not a trader. I'm not going to sit here and tell you when to buy and when to sell and nothing like that. I'm a long term guy. I am going to talk about when I'm taking profits for sure from this bull market because I think we're in the fourth inning. But if you're long term, it's a great time to be buying right now. If you're long term, if you're just getting in, probably a good time to buy right now because I think this market's going to turn the minute November 1st comes around. I think this market's going to turn, at least for the month of November. I can say that I'm bullish for the month of November, for sure bullish. And how bullish, I don't know. But we do have room to go back down a little bit more in November, though. I think we do have room to go back down more potentially right here. But, you can see this was earlier this year. Are we going to get there in Q4? I just don't know, man. If we do, hats off. Like I'm going to, probably DCA more, but we'll see. But buy the fear and greed. If it was me, no matter what part of the market that you're in, you want to buy the fear. Like especially the extreme fear. If you get down here, you're going to see all kinds of terrible articles, crypto's going to zero, all of that. But this is when you should be buying. Buy the blood. Right here, I don't necessarily know. You can still probably go down just a little bit. Getting a picture taken of me right now. We probably still have some room to maybe go down a little bit, but I just don't know if I personally am very bullish for November. So I don't know. What you don't want though is to be over here in the green and being like, man, I should have been buying over in the fear. Well, no, you buy the fear and you sell the greed. It's real simple. And that, if you just do that, like for the rest of the way, no matter if we're in a bear or a bull, great. Like when we start getting to extreme greed, that's when you probably should be thinking about scaling out. And we'll tell you that here on Brick by Brick, man. I'll let you know. I am not paid by nobody. I am not a paid shill for nothing. I am just here to just talk about what I'm doing. So I do talk about Mr. Miggles a lot. So one thing I'm going to show you is Mr. Miggles Coinbase Cat, and I'm going to tell you why I get excited about it. One, it's an IP meme. This is Mr. Miggles right here. So it's just been getting slaughtered. I bought somewhere over here. And yeah, I was here for all of this. I did take some profits up here. Yes, I did. Not enough, not nearly enough. Took some profits and rode this all the way back down. Did take a little bit of profits right here. Rode this all the way back down. And I've just been riding this bag the whole year. I haven't touched it. It's just been sitting there. And so, I mean, like, yes, we're right here, but it's Coinbase Cat. And here's what I'm looking at, man. Like, check this out. So KeyCat, another solid project. I think that KeyCat's going to run. I think the memes on base are going to run for sure. But check this out. So what I'm looking at, here's Mr. Miggles, and I'm looking at all the base memes right now. So let's see. Yeah, these are just the base memes. So if I were looking at this, so KeyCat is ahead of Mr. Miggles, and Mr. Miggles has 1.6 million in 24-hour volume. KeyCat has 700,000, but it has a higher market cap. Explain that to me. Explain that to me. You know what I'm saying? So like, let's go with ones that are above Miggles. So if I were going to go above Miggles, oops, let me go back to the memes. Let's see if I can go. Can I just look at base? No, I'm not going to look at base. But let's say Miggles is so far down because I mean, I don't think it should be down that far, but it's not even on the first page. It's on the second page. It's Coinbase's literal cat, like Coinbase, Coinbase, bro. So it has 1.6 million in volume. Look at this one. Why does this one have 19 million in 24-hour volume? That's pretty interesting. But like if I were to look at other like Dog and Me, for example, Dog and Me is at a $22 million market cap, and it has 900,000. This one, Fart Boy, has 200,000 in 24-hour volume. You know what I mean? There's just stuff up here that I'm just like, Pepe Coin has 200,000 in volume, 24-hour. Pepe Coin has 100,000 in volume, 24-hour. You know, I look at that kind of stuff. Ski Mask Dog. So Ski, solid project. I think it's getting shilled by other influencers and stuff. It's up 35% in 24 in the 7-day. $800,000 in volume, 24-hour volume. So like, but Miggles has 1.6 million. Punk is a solid project. I believe I was there when it first dropped. That was in the January 2024 Solana meme coin. You could literally, man, Solana was printing in that January. It was printing. I think Base is going to have a similar moment. Let's see. Yeah, but anyway, Ski Mask Dog is like usually one. Ski is one I always look at because in Dog and Me, because I think that those are going to be solid memes. I mean, Brett is obvious. Like Brett is all the way up here. Toshi, obvious. You know, Brett and Toshi are obvious base plays for memes for sure. So anyway, those are just some that I like to look at in the meme world. I think memes are right now like not like they're red. I mean, damn near across the board. Look at that. That's where opportunity lies. At least for the strong ones, not for the do not jump into the trenches, man. You do not want to be in the trenches. You will get wrecked in the trenches, bro. Do not go in there. Here you got another tweet about Bitcoin dumping. So similar to what I was saying with the fear and greed, like you could probably see it go down a little bit. It does have room to go down, but I'm pretty bullish now that the fact that we're at the end of the month. If you were talking to me on October 20th and it looked like that, I'd be like, maybe, you know, we still have the rest of the month to go. So anyway, let's see, what else do we have here? AOX, I talked about that. Bitcoin, talked about that. So what y'all on, man? Y'all drop a comment or something. Talk about what are you investing in? What do you like? Oh, I talked about Tau. I didn't even get to Tau, man. Let's talk about Tau real quick. And I got a couple other stories and I'm gonna get out of here because I gotta go do some other stuff. Did I show you Tau? I think I did. So Tau's been ripping, man. So Tau has been, let's see, let's take a look at Tau. Here it goes right here. I need to change my little screen right here, man. Why does it look like that? Oops. Am I sharing? Nah. Here we go. Y'all fuck with the look, huh? Y'all fuck with the look? All right. So here's Tau. Tau again, we were buying over here. You know, we were buying right here. I max bidded down here somewhere. Tau is, yeah, it's running, man. Like it's not even, and it hasn't even ran yet, really, to be honest with you, in my opinion. We haven't even seen Tau do what it should be doing. Like I just showed you how undervalued the whole AI category is. And Tau just went from, yeah, but it was trading at around 300 before October. And then it dumped on the 11th. So it only went down on that massive liquidation on the 11th that I talked about. Here it is right here. It only went down to right under 300. And I was hoping it was going down to 250. Because again, if it was 250, I was going to just back up the truck. Yeah, I was finna get it in. No diddy. And then it just bounced right back. Look at that rebound. It just went poof. So it's a really strong, it wants to break out, in my opinion. I think that this project wants to break out really badly. I just think the macro sentiment is not where it needs to be. But right now it's just like, well, yeah, I don't even care. Tau's like, I don't even care, man. I'm finna get up out of here. So I think Tau's a major. I don't think it's even ran yet, honestly. But yeah, if you got it down here, good job. You did your job. Chill out. I just dollar cost average it, man. I'm long on Tau. I'm gonna obviously sell, but yeah, and I'm gonna dump on you. Like that's what your influencer won't tell you. They're gonna tell you to hold. They're gonna tell you to do all kinds of stuff. I'm telling you right now, man. I'm finna dump on you. Like, I don't. I think that's what we're all here to do, right? We're all here to like make money. So I'm not gonna say that I'm going to hold forever. I'm not gonna say that I'm gonna tell you like this is what I'm doing. Hopefully you win too. I want everyone to win, man. We all got enough to win. Here's a little something that Miggles was talking about today. Last year around this time, they actually did Coinbase did a little like I don't know what was it like a remix like thing. So anyway, this is what they on today. Gimmigles and happy Halloween. Stay alert today. It may be spooky season, but we are dropping something even scarier for the markets. A new reveal, a new era, a new drop. Keep your eyes on our socials. All right, cool. We're going to keep our eye on your socials, man. See what's going on. Here's what else happened this week. Bitwise Solana ETF is now live. So that's, I believe, the second Solana ETF. So it's breaking records. It beat 56 million in volume. So basically now, the people with Bitwise now have access to Solana. They can take their, their investments and invest in Solana in the ETF fashion. Grayscale has a Solana ETF trust as well. So 1.4 million in inflows on its first trading day. And what Bitwise did was smashed its first day record, recording 72 million in volume on the first day. Or no, sorry, 56 million in volume it saw on launch day. That's crazy. So Grayscale's Solana saw 1.4 million on its first trading day. Bitwise just saw 56 million on its first launch day. Okay. I take that information and do whatever you want to do with it, but like that's something to just probably think about. All right, let's talk about what Coinbase has been up to, because it's been some pretty funny stuff. So Coinbase has been acquiring like a bunch of billion-dollar acquisitions. They've been acquiring a lot, and it's completed more than 40 high-profile mergers, acquisitions, investing billions of dollars in cryptocurrency startups and unicorns. So I mean, like they've been acquiring, let's see, what else? I just wanted to show you that they've been acquiring. And, Coinbase Prime, they have they've been acquiring small businesses. That's the gist I want to get through to you on that one. But there's one more thing I wanted to show you about Brian. Let's see, I'll just do it on this one. Brian Armstrong. So he did something the other day where he was doing the prediction markets. So the poly market, so they have a mention market that someone's going to, say something on a call. And basically Brian Armstrong pretty much at the end of the Coinbase earnings call, basically he was just like, and I want to just make sure that I rattle these off. And he rattled off all the words. So people made money on that. So basically that's, I don't know. I thought it was pretty funny and pretty dope. That's just going to be a wild bull run if that's what we're doing, if that's what the CEO of Coinbase is doing and mentioning the prediction markets of the mention markets on Polymarket. So yeah, people won on that. So he won some people some money on that. So that was pretty dope. But yeah, man, Coinbase, I think Coinbase is still, there's a stable coin story here somewhere where Coinbase, as you just saw, is acquiring businesses and and I think they acquired another stable coin, something the other day. And I'm just not even going to get to it because that's enough. We've been going long enough. If you have any questions or anything on what is going on in the market or anything else, this is just just wanted to jump on here and go live. I mean, I've already been talking for a half hour, man. Not even trying to talk that long, to be honest with you. I just wanted to pop on here and just show you what Miggles was doing, show what Tao is doing, show what Coinbase is doing. What was the one? Hold on a minute. What was the one that said Coinbase token? And there was article that said, yeah, right here. Let me show this to you. Because this was actually right when I got off. I was talking about the Coinbase token, and last time I was on here, last time we had a show and I was talking about Base and Coinbase, right when I got off, there's this article that came out about the token and what it could be possibly evaluated at. And when I remember earlier on the show, I was like, man, if they drop a token, it's top 10. That's just me talking and hyping up shit, right? But let's take a look at what JP Morgan says. Not me. Don't listen to little old me. Let's look at what JP Morgan says. All right, so check this out. So this came out right after that. Coinbase's token, it says, could be worth as much as 34 billion, JP Morgan says. So Coinbase is going to drop a token. They're going to drop a base token, most likely. And you know, the JP Morgan analyst said Coinbase could unlock up to 34 billion in value through the eventual launch of the base network token, calling it a major new monetization path. Oh, why did this pop-up come up? Alongside the company's push into USDC yields and on-chain trading. So that's really bullish, y'all. So JP Morgan's equity research team raised Coinbase's rating and lifted its December 2026, so next year's share price to 404. What's it sitting at right now? I'm not on the stock. I'm on the degenerate side. But basically, this article is just pointing to like how much, you know, Coinbase is going to be worth at some point. Coinbase shares are trading around $355 according to the block price data, making JP Morgan's 404 price target by December appear attainable, especially given the stock's record high, 430 in July when the Genius bill was passed. Well, the Clarity Structure Act is going to be passed at some point, probably, hopefully, before the year's up. And I think that that's what Coinbase is waiting for. But let's go back and see what would that put if they drop a token, for example, and it's a $34 billion market cap. What would that put Coinbase's token at? Okay, so let's go look. 34 billion would land it. So that's above 28. So this is 28 billion. That would land it at number 8. Number 8. Like if they just drop a token, they would run right up to the top 10. So when I said top 10, I mean, that's based on what JP Morgan just said. Even if it wasn't top 10, even if it was like 15, that would be close to top 10. Half of whatever they said would be close to top 10. You know what I'm saying? So like if they drop that token, bro, I don't know, man. I just think that I'm not, this is not financial advice. None of this is financial advice. I'm just saying that if you are hedging a bet somewhere, I would hedge it, whether it's stocks, like if you have a Coinbase, and now it's a longer term play. I'm not saying I just showed you the prediction or whatever. It's a longer term play. I'm not saying it's going to blast off right now. I'm just saying that like it's somewhere that you need to pay attention to. And I think no matter what you do in that ecosystem, get the debit card, don't put money on it, but just see what it does. I've earned, I think, what, $16 of Bitcoin in literally like less than a month of just doing stuff that I normally was doing with a debit card. And I'm just putting money on when I need to buy something and I spend it with that, and I've earned up to $15 in Bitcoin already this month. That's more than my bank has given me. I mean, they've given me rewards and stuff. I don't want dollars though. I want an asset. I'm getting the best performing asset back. Like, I don't know. To me, it just seems like a really good deal, almost too good to be true. But I'll just keep doing that, man. Let me know if you have any questions, man. Shout out to people that have been tapping in. I hope that you learned something. Even if you don't know what I'm talking about, just follow and just see what's going on. And then you're going to come back and be like, damn, all this shit ran up and he's been talking about this the whole time. And then hopefully that gains curiosity around like Bitcoin and just holding Bitcoin, and just having exposure to stuff, whether it be from an educational standpoint, whether it be from any standpoint, man. Just be curious, because this is all happening right now, bro. Like AI is here. Robots are not going to be using US dollars. Like, and sorry, man, I know it's kind of hard to take me serious. But like, I just looked at myself like, God damn, I look crazy. But yeah, man, just tap in, man. Just tap in. We're trying to just let you go, man. So have a happy Halloween. And then, yeah, we'll be back up next week, man. We got more guests coming. So with that, no Diddy.